Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all had a very happy New Year and Christmas holiday time with your family and friends. Back to real life now, the calm after the storm. We had the cold snap and the huge snowfall around Christmas time. Thought we would kind of talk about our experience being in the house with the first cold snap and how all that went.
The first thing I would like to report is none of our pipes froze. We reached minus 30 centigrade, and I know there were a few commenters saying, "Are you sure that water line's deep enough?" Well, apparently so. Apparently so.
Yeah.
And none of our plumbing in our exterior walls froze either. Mind you, we've been keeping the wood stove cranked up pretty nice, but we don't want winter, so we just keep it 28 degrees in here all the time.
No, it's too warm in here right now.
Love it.
It's been around 20. We did find actually that upstairs was kind of hard to keep warm. Like it was quite a few degrees cooler than downstairs, which was a little bit kind of cold sometimes. I would have liked it to be a bit warmer.
Hence why we decided to put the fan downstairs to try to move air around. I don't know if that's really going to help. There's a possibility in the future that we're going to put a vent that goes from downstairs to the upstairs bedroom so that heat can rise directly into the bedroom.
Yeah, but we're kind of trying to avoid that if we can first. Yeah. Our plumbing vent did ice over though, which was not a big issue, but it was a smelly issue for a little while.
Yeah. So the way our toilet works is it has a fan that constantly pushes out the air so that you don't smell anything inside. Well, there was no place to push the air out to because the a 2-inch plumbing vent which is code iced up. All of that hot humid air just froze up. So the solution to that is to insulate that plumbing vent. We don't even have a proper flashing on it. I just have it caulked to the metal roof, but we're going to put a proper flashing on it, a insulated flashing, so that we don't have to worry about that again. Mind you, that only happens in the rare occasion that it gets that cold. One thing to report on this topic is the coldest it got underneath our crawl space was 6 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Good. That's good.
The negative part of that is we have more work to do under there. There is condensation starting to form along the skirting when it gets that cold. So we need to go down there and finish the insulation around the skirting.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a ton of snow over Christmas, and then it was going to warm up, and we saw that coming. So we were in a mad rush to get the snow dealt with.
It's Christmas Day. It is minus 1 degree. Snow's starting to get a little bit heavy. I gotta shovel off the roofs. Not because it's completely necessary, but we're gonna be getting 40 millimeters of rain, plus 5-degree weather, and I just don't want that on my roof with all the snow. I don't want all that slush falling off down onto our front door area. So I'm gonna get rid of all the snow off of the roof and then let the rain come. The rain, you don't have to shovel. So wet, sticky snow, it's not my deal. So yeah, I'm gonna get this shoveled off. I'm gonna get that shoveled off. And then we're gonna start moving some snow around because we got dumped on yesterday. And I broke my plow halfway through plowing the road, and Christmas is just gonna be another work day for me.
man. Don't hit the camera. Come on. Hi. Come on. You guys are land sharks? Come on. That's a good boy. What's going on? You getting cold? He's cold. It's gonna warm up now, okay? You know better, Nabby Nab. Come on! See, there's no snow. Look-a-do-ga-do. Ah, watch out! You guys want to know a secret? Come, come, come. Let's go. Come with me. Come with me. Let's go. I have a surprise. You gotta go through the deep snow though. Come on, guys. Oh, yum. Yum, yum. Ooh. Look at his little hairdo.
It's a teddy bear man.
Look at his hairdo.
He looks like a giant teddy bear.
So yeah, the plow broke during the snowstorm, which tends to happen to us whenever we kind of really need it. It breaks.
Mm-hmm.
So
luckily, it was an easy fix.
Yeah.
It was just a pivot pin for the plow, but yeah.
Yeah. So thankfully, when that happened, we did notice a new tractor implement come up on buy and sell, so we quickly acted on that. Go get her! Go get her! Go get her, Hinto. We've had a lot of great suggestions on tractor attachments that we should get, and as much as we would love to have all of them, it is cost prohibitive. We do watch the buy and sell for used implements all the time, constantly. I'm on there every day looking for stuff, just because in our area there's not a lot for sale, and when something does come up, it goes really quickly. So yesterday, it was Christmas Day, and I saw this blade come up, and he had it on a Coyote tractor, which is the same as what we have. So I instantly sent it to Greg. I think it had been listed for half an hour at that point, and we messaged the guy and said, like, hey, we want this. We'll come get it right now. And I think the only reason we got it is because we were ready to get there right away and get the cash in his hand.
It's a skid steer plow, but our Coyote tractor has a skid steer universal attachment for the buckets, and it's light enough that I can easily use it with a Coyote. In fact, the guy who we bought this from had a smaller version of our tractor, and he said it was great. He just wanted a hydraulic actuating blade, which I don't care about, honestly.
Yeah.
So
it's a front plow, and yeah, it was a really good deal. So we couldn't pass it up, and we were really looking forward to getting it on the tractor.
This is our Christmas present to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of snow now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually turning to rain. So we need to get this snow cleaned up before our road is impassable.
So close. There we go.
Stay.
Alright, that's that.
That tailgate was broken already. That was the problem, is we couldn't unlatch it, so we had to just toss it out. Well, we've got the blade on. There is quite a bit of snow buildup on it, so Greg is getting some water to pour on it just so we can get a good idea of where the bolt holes are and what size we're gonna need and all that. But so far, it's looking pretty good. I can't wait to see how this plows.
guess you get what you pay for. Of course, this thing isn't maintained. This pivot bolt is so loose. I've got like 1.5 inches, and that plate should be horizontal here. So that's gonna put immense stress on that pivot bolt until it breaks, of course. So I need to get a new bolt for that. And then these are not nearly tight enough. So I gotta get new bolts for that too. So
it's pretty minor though.
It's pretty minor. It's just I now have to do some maintenance on this thing in order to even use it, really. So may as well try it out on the back road here. Yeah. I mean, on the driveway.
Got a ton of snow over the 23rd and into the 24th, and we were out trying to plow the road with the truck plow, and unfortunately that plow broke. So we got one pass on the road and we were coming back, and the bolt sheared there as well. So never a bad idea to have a backup plan for plowing, because it's happened to us before where we get a bunch of snow and then it starts to warm up, and if you don't plow right away, the snow gets really heavy and it's hard on the truck. It uses way more fuel, things break, and so we've learned to just plow as soon as the snow is coming down. And we've been in situations where the plow has broken, and it's such a pain because we won't be able to get home if the road isn't cleared. And if we don't get the road cleared, then it's more slush in the spring when it's melting, because there is a lot of traffic on this forestry road that we live on, with people snowmobiling and stuff up the mountain. So the snow gets packed down and builds up and up and up, and it makes for a nice smooth road, but it's a problem in the spring when the slush happens. Yeah, I think with some maintenance, this plow is going to be really useful, and I'm excited we got it. Some people have suggested we get a snowblower, and the reason we don't want to get one is because our road is pretty wide for the most part. There's some skinnier areas where the snow builds up, but with a tractor we can clear those out if we have to. We don't always get so much snow where that is an issue. So for us, just a blade is really the perfect tool. Ideally we'd like a back blade, but they are very hard to come by.
Well, I got a little work to do on this, but that's no big deal. I just got to replace these eye hooks so I can get some tension in here so I just don't lose my blade all the time. And just got to get some new hardware for it. It's really not that big of a deal. Just that's what I'm doing today.
Yep.
Assuming I can find the bolts.
Okay. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Neb. Hey. Helping. Do you pee on your face too? Look at your hairdo. You got your little hairdo. Do you mind?
Why is this stuck on here? Okay.
Got some heavy duty chains.
I got these old chains off of an old 5-ton. I've been bringing everywhere I go for the longest time. And I figured I'm going to try to put them on the truck. I think I got them tight enough. I'm going to go down the road a little bit, do a little plow and see how it goes. And when I come back, I'll know.
Yep.
If I don't rip out my brake lines and my fenders first. See how much more difficult it is on the truck when it gets heavy like this? And I gotta push fast too.
So then once we got our plow fixed, there's always a group of people that come out around Christmas and New Year's for snowmobiling, and they take over the road, basically. So we couldn't plow when they were there, and the rain was starting kind of around the time that they were there. So as it's warming up, we were forecasted for up to 40 millimeters of rain, which is a lot of rain.
It's like almost 2 inches of rain.
Yeah.
On top of
on the snow.
This like 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
So
we were busy dealing with that. We had to get all the rain, all the water going somewhere suitable, and then finally got our road clear enough that we could plow. Hey, boys. Bee-boo, what happened to you? What happened to you? You went out in the rain, Bee-boo. It is absolutely terrible out here. We had a ton of snow. We were down to, I think we saw -30 one night. And now we have 40 millimeters of rain forecasted. It started raining last night, and thankfully we were able to get the plow on the truck running so we could get the road cleared before it got too wet. There's no way the truck would be able to clear this. And I think today we're going to be figuring out ways to direct all this water away from things that we don't want to get wet. I know right now there is a ton of water and slush right next to the house in there, and because it's the pathway we've been walking on it, it's kind of like built up. And then we did shovel off the roofs yesterday because we knew that there was going to be a ton of rain, especially for the flat roof. We don't want to mess around with water building up there. So we cleared all that. We got the big roof cleared off. The travel trailers cleared off. I didn't get the chicken coop, but it's almost melted off. But we are going to have to direct some of the water there because it is going into the chicken run, and I don't want that to happen.
Water to go.
So we've got all the water draining off the coop, and we do have poly on the far side that directs the water away and not going into the chicken run, but we have a weak spot here, kind of closest to us. So I think what we're gonna do is just hang poly from the top and just direct it out away from that low spot so that hopefully we can just get the water to come out here instead of through the chicken run where they're pooping all day and it's getting yucky. I know this next little bit is gonna look pretty stupid, but don't build your chicken coop around a tree. It seems like all fairy tale and cute and have a little tree house for your chickens. No, it's a bad idea because you can't get a good roof around it, okay? So just doing what I gotta do to keep these birds nice and dry.
Springtime!
In December. Yeah,
So,
right.
3 feet of snow, 5 degrees centigrade, 20 mils of rain overnight, and we're gonna continue to get that. The ground doesn't absorb water very well because there's ground frost, so water's just flowing over everything. The one spot the ground does absorb water, and tell me in the comments below how much I should be worried about this, is where we put our water line in. So I'm a little bit concerned about that.
I think it'll be okay.
I like your attitude.
It's not gonna just freeze down really far in one spot. That's what I think.
I hope you're right. Thank goodness I spent last night plowing our road, because once you take this and turn it into slush, and you're not going anywhere unless you have 4 chains on one on each tire.
We're gonna try driving out later on and see how it goes. So yeah, we're just trying to do damage control before it's too late. Which, I mean, for the most part, we're pretty good, but
For the most part.
there is a lot of ice and snow holding water in place. All right, we're gonna venture up the road and see what is going on, see if the vehicle can make it out, and see how much water is flowing in the creek. So, come along. Well, I think that's gonna make a difference, but I know Greg's gonna wanna plow a 4-lane highway, and I'm gonna have to convince him that we can't afford the amount of fuel that will take. So at least that'll make it okay for us to go in and out in one path. But like, look at this.
I don't want to push it.
You're not plowing a 4-lane highway like that.
No, I only have a few times to use my plow like that before it's broken. Like, that's so much weight, and it's chattering off the dirt.
It will help. I think for sure the hills we should.
So that's our update.
Yeah.
That was our holidays. Well, not much Christmas going on other than, just the call-in family and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to be getting back to building this house. Yeah. And we're going to...
be dealing with the winter as it comes.
Totally.
So far, nothing crazy is forecasted, but that could change in an instant. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. we will see you in the next video, and have a great week, everyone.
Take care.